Hi, hope you're okay. I haven't planned what I'm going to say, as usual, and I don't have much battery, so I'm going to try and do this as quick as possible. I thought I'd just update you all, and just a general how things are going, for me and for you, because I love looking back on my videos and my photos, and I cringe and I hate them at the time, but being able to look back on things has been such an important part of my journey so far. So it's February, and I actually made the decision a week or so ago to stop Slimming World. I'm not gonna sit here and slag it off, but I'm not gonna sit here and lie for the sake of saving face. I'm gonna preface this by saying that my consultant and my group were are some of the loveliest people I have ever met. I don't have a problem with them. I had a lovely experience with them, and I wouldn't have got this far without them. Around January time was getting really fed up with myself because I felt like I was in a rut, and I stayed around the 30 stone for a long time. It feels like the whole of lockdown I've just stayed 30 stone, and I'm probably a lot fitter and I've probably got better habits, but I'm still battling a lot with the binge eating side of things and all that. I kept saying to my friends that I was really frustrated that I couldn't just get back on it and get back to where I was a year ago when I lived in my old house, and I was doing really well. I was losing loads of weight, I was really positive, and I was like, yeah, and I had a proper go-get-em attitude, and there was just something that I was craving, or I felt like I was missing or just doing wrong in comparison to where I was last year. And then I had an epiphany, and I was like, well, no, hold on a second. I'm a different person than I was last year, so it makes no sense to be beating myself up for not being back where I was there, because that's what it is. It's backwards. I'd be going backwards. And I decided that it's the same destination, I just need to wait for a different bus to come along. It's like I've been waiting for the number 5 when it's now a point in my journey, or whatever you want to call it, that I need to get on the next bus or a different bus, slightly different route. And that's kind of where the whole Slimming World thing came to mind, because it'd been on my mind for a few weeks, and I sat and I did a pros and cons list and started with the cons list, which says everything. And unfortunately I filled the whole cons side and went halfway into the pro side with cons and had like 4 or 5 pros. Like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and slag the plan off. I'm not going to slag Slimming World off. I just know that it was there when I needed it to start my journey, but I don't think that it's a sustainable way to be for me long term. And I think I'd hit a plateau, and I think stopping Slimming World was the thing I needed to do in order for me to be able to kind of progress onto this next kind of leg of the journey. For me personally, it was starting to become almost an entirely negative experience. And that's not through anyone's fault. I just found that I was starting to develop extremely unhealthy behaviour and thought processes and things like that as a response to trying to follow the plan or be on plan. And I found that it wasn't conducive to my binge eating, because I was allowing things because they were free, when in hindsight it's not great sometimes. I don't think I ever followed it to a T. I always took Slimming World with a pinch of salt, because I do have, surprisingly, quite a vast kind of nutritional knowledge. It was mainly the support and the routine, having the group to go to and the weigh-in every week. That's what I needed in the beginning, and I'm thankful for that. It was definitely a massive contributing factor to my weight loss so far. I wouldn't say Slimming World was 100% the reason I lost weight. I've done a lot of work for myself, and I'm writing that in my book. And yes, I've started my book. Oh, finally. I just need to get it out. Well, finish it, then get it out. I'm happy to talk to anyone if you want to know a bit more detail. I'm just not comfortable at the moment sitting here and just going ham, because I'm not about that. I don't want the negativity. But yeah, my inbox is always open if you want to have a more in-depth chat about my experience or any experiences you've had with Slimming World. But other than that, a general update. Usually if you're watching this, you are lovely and you follow my Instagram as well, or me on Facebook, and you'll see that the other day I did the biggest ride on my bike I've done so far, which was 16.2 miles, I think it was in the end. Basically got it in my head that I was going to cycle to Barry Island. Nearly died. Not really. But it was tough. And I was so proud of myself. That is one of the biggest achievements I think I've had so far. And yeah, I'm feeling really good about it. I think going forward now for the next month, for the next couple of months, whatever, is just trying to find what works best for me, keeping up my fitness, just keeping positive, because we all know right now is just not the most positive things. That didn't even make any sense. I think one of the most important things going on any journey, whether you're gaining, whether you're losing, any sort of journey, you need to stay positive. And it's so much easier said than done, I know. But the support that you can get from people and the camaraderie of doing it with people, or just having someone there to kind of say the things that you're feeling and be like, oh, okay, I can relate to that. And that's why I feel so grateful that I do have the people that I do following me, and I still get so many beautiful messages. You're so kind, and I'm not joking, I could not have got through that bike ride without you guys, because that's all I could think about was I can't wait to tell them. And I was thinking about all the amazing things that you guys say to me, and yeah, thank you, as usual. I don't think I'm ever going to stop thanking you. I'm having a bit of an internal battle at the moment, and it's silly, and it's so not worth stressing over, but you know me, I'm completely transparent with you guys. I keep comparing myself to other people, other accounts, in terms of brand deals and followers and stuff like that. And this whole journey, this whole me posting online, has never been about being famous and, you know, being an influencer. But I do want to be an influencer in some way, because the more people that follow my account, the more people that see what I'm posting, the more people I can help. And that is all I care about. Genuinely all I care about. When I get a message from a complete stranger that says, I'm so glad I found someone else like me, and that just, it doesn't matter what is going on in my life or how I feel that day, I feel like I've accomplished something. And not only am I accomplishing it for myself by losing the weight, getting healthier, feeling better, is that I'm doing something that's so important to me. And that's why I'm so passionate about this book, that I just want to get it out there while I'm still big, because the whole idea behind the book is that you're doing it with me. And this is how I do it, or this is what I found works, this might help you too, and we're in this together, because I'm nowhere near done yet. I've given my scales to Craig. I don't have them at the moment because I wanted to focus on how I'm feeling and listening to my body and just staying positive. And I found that with all the things that are going on in my personal life, with family and just globally right now, I'm not in the right headspace to put pressure on myself if I've not lost or whatever. So I will update you next time I weigh. I'll probably just put a post up on Instagram. I won't make a video just for that. But yeah, as usual, if you've sat through all of this, thank you. Thank you for your support and your continued comments, messages, love, and I would really appreciate it if you let people know about my pages, you know, my Instagram, my YouTube, and just shared it among people, because I just want to reach more people. And I think that's all for today. By the way, I'm loving my makeup, and this has stayed on all day since about 10 o'clock this morning. Pretty chuffed. So yeah, I hope you're well. I hope you're keeping safe, and lots and lots and lots of love.